He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it.
Do you notice the auras around their heads?
I see it.
Asshole detector. When a person embraces evil, it creates a detectable disruption in their energy field.
Go on.
It marks their soul, so to speak, and you are able to see these people clearly.
Somehow my unconscious had served that up. A memory I'd never even recorded, or was it there the whole time? All I needed was the access. It was all bubbling up in my frontal lobes, mixing itself together into a sparkling cocktail of useful information.
So, were you really gonna kill me?
No, man. No. I got no beef with you. Look, I'm new, and I don't know those guys. All they told me was, it was just a prank.
That is what lying your ass off looks like.
Pay no attention to these hypocrites.
Basically, being a targeted individual, it isn't as easy for you to go out there and find companionship. If you're a guy, it's not easy for you to go out there and find a woman because you don't want to risk. And also, if you're a woman, it's not easy for you to go find a man because it's hard out here for you. It's not easy for you to go out and find companionship because you don't want to risk bringing that person into the whole, I guess, targeted individual society. They might be like, I guess, regular, average, everyday people living their lives, going to work, I guess living from paycheck to paycheck, or going to school, paying their mortgage, bills like that, going out clubbing on Friday, Saturday nights, stuff like that. And then the second you start to talk to them, you start bringing that whole organized gang stalking around them. You start bringing that electronic harassment around them. And then before you know it, they start to become TIs, targeted individuals, slowly over time by just association with being with you.
An excuse me will be nice.
I mean, you can't bring them to your house because I don't know. You can't bring them to your house because I don't know, man. Somebody would randomly be walking by in your neighborhood and they'll get the person's license plate and then they'll pull up their information and they'll follow them home, whatever. And then, like I say in my other targeted individuals video, they do this thing where they go into your dreams every night where you're sleeping to extract information or sometimes give you negative dreams to spook you at night or like to, I don't know, kind of absorb energy from out of your dreams. Well, to the point where you're not really dreaming, you're not really resting, you're just laying in your bed or whatever, but somehow your aura, your energy is kind of being sucked out of you during that your nights or whatever. And then when you wake up, it's like you didn't really sleep, you were just laying down and somebody was sucking the aura from you or from out of your room, from across the street or whatever. You can't take them out to the movie because by the time you get to the movies and you hop out your car and you're walking towards the movie theater, you see some asshole in the air driving around in their helicopter or airplane, following you around, and all the people that's going to see their movie or getting ready to buy their ticket, they're all looking around at both of you guys like what the fuck? What's this? Next thing you know, two cops pop out of nowhere and they start not really harassing you, like pulling up to you or like driving behind you, but like you kind of get a sense like these two fuckers just showed up because of me, or look at them, they're sitting there talking about you, like look, there he is, look, he has a date with him, or look, there she is, look, she has a date with him, let's fuck with him too, let's fuck with her too. And not just on top of that, like if you ever plan on like having kids, in the back of your mind you got to sit there and think about it, like damn, when I have kids, do you really want to bring a kid in this world, like from childbirth to whatever age or to death? They're going to be a targeted individual. They're going to get electronic harassment just because of the sheer fact that they're your offspring. So I guess pass it down from parent to child. As you're being a TI, you're being targeted, you're being harassed. They're going to be targeted. They're going to be electronically harassed. So, and it comes to a point where you're like, man, do I even want my kids to go to school? Something might happen. You know, the shadow government, the Illuminati, they might fuck with my kid. That next thing I know, I get a phone call, and my kid just got kidnapped at school, or my kid's school bus just tipped over, and out of all of the 40, 50, 60 something kids that were on the bus, my kid was the one that just so happened to die, or something like that. You run the risk of bringing an innocent life to this world and then putting them in that targeted individual situation, that electronic harassment society, if you will. And you're like, man, it's almost to a point where you don't even want to have kids. Almost to a point where you don't even want a companionship. You don't even want a girlfriend. You don't even want a boyfriend because your feelings are so deep for that person, and you're like, man, look at her, look at him. He's living a normal life. He's in college. He's working. He has a nice car. He has a nice apartment, whatever. Do I really want to bring all of this targeted harassment bullshit to that person's life? Do I really want to mess that person's life up? And then it's like that saying: if you truly love somebody, you gotta let them go. And on top of that, man, you don't even get the top of the picks. I'm not saying go out you and find you a football player or go out and find you a model or whatever. But being a TI, you don't exactly get the top choice, man. You have to settle for the, I don't know, the bottom. You got to settle for the riffraff. You basically got to settle for what you can. And even when you do get what you can, it's still like, damn, do I really want to put this person in my situation? Do I really want to bring this person back home with me? Do I really want to go out with this person and both of us are going to get harassed in public and followed around when we try to go to the beach, or we try to go to the movies, or we're dropping each other off from work and some asshole is following us around in their helicopter or in their planes or following us around in their cop cars or whatever? Or every other day I'm just randomly, or that person is randomly getting a ticket or getting pulled over, stopped by a car, a cop car, whatever, or just being followed in general by people, or being I forgot how you say that word, subliminally, I'm sorry, being harassed, like right now I could be sitting here like recording this video to you guys, or you're listening to music, and out of nowhere all of the power in the house just shuts off. These bastards sit in their room somewhere and they call their buddies in the electrical company like, yeah, this house, 28, 60 Ave, yeah, I want you to shut that power off. And it's happened to me a couple of times. These bastards will sit there just for the fun of it and just like shut the power off in this house. It'd be like out in the whole entire neighborhood, this one house right here, all of the electricity shut off, whatever. It's games to these fuckers. It's a joke. They like having fun. They like, I don't know, man. Me personally, man, these bastards deserve death. They deserve death. Sorry if that sounds evil. Sorry if that sounds harsh, but from what I've seen, what I've written up, what I've went through, what I personally, I don't know, gone through or seen, these bastards deserve death. And even that's too good for. They deserve a slow and painful death. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Targeted individuals. It's hard out here for a pimp. Maybe I should retitle that to targeted individuals who can't find companionship as easy as everybody else. And I'm already kind of a quiet guy. I mean, it's already a little bit harder for me out there. Not to say I won't go up and talk to a chick that I like or whatever, or I won't make the move, but I'm already kind of somewhat of a quiet guy, and I'm not like a mean person or like a mean, mad person who never smiles. It's just like being a TI going through this bullshit or whatever. You don't always have a reason to smile. You don't always like show up to work, and you're not always cheerful, and you're not always like laughing with the other associates. Where when you go out to clubs and movies, you're not always like smiling, and you're not always joining the conversation and like laughing it up with everybody else or with your friends, because you don't want to not necessarily expose yourself, but you don't want to like, I don't know, be the elephant in the room. Yeah, you're sitting there being harassed. Everyone's there is having a good time and everything, and you're just sitting there all by your lonesome being harassed, and and electronically harassed and shit like that. It's not like you can't just like go up and talk to everybody and just like join a circle or whatever, and then next thing you know, you start attracting all this like negative, bad TI vibe to that circle, and then next thing you know, they don't want nothing to do with you, and you're not in that circle anymore, and then you're back to, I guess, square one or square zero. Yeah, man. I guess that's pretty much, man. Targeted individuals. It's hard out here for a pimp. Slash, you can't find companionship as easy as everyone else does. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more to say on this subject. I might make a part two of this video, but so far, I believe I've said everything, man. Even like when you go on these little like online like dating sites like what is it, Match.com, eHarmony, or there's another one called Zeus or some shit, or even Craigslist, man. You go there and put out ads, or you go out and say, yeah, I like sweet girls, or I like handsome guys, hardworking men, shit like that. Even when you go do that stuff, especially the internet, you don't know like to trust what. You don't know like, wow, is this a actual person who replied to my ad, or is this somebody who's actually friend requesting me, or is this one of the electronic harassers posing as someone or agent or whatever, trying to get close to me, trying to get within my circle to find out more information on me and shit like that, and ultimately in the end fuck me over, or worse, death. It's like sometimes, man, it's not like you don't want to go up and talk to someone. It's not like you don't want to like be with someone, or it's not like you don't want to take that risk, but it's just being a targeted individual, being electronically harassed, you really almost can't trust anyone. You really don't know who to trust.
What are you doing, Ryuzaki?
Oh, I'm not doing anything in particular. It's just... I hear the bell.
The bell?
Yes. The sound of the bell has been unusually loud today.
I don't hear anything.
Really? You can't hear it? It's been ringing non-stop all day. I find it very distracting. I wonder if it's a church, maybe a wedding, or perhaps a...
What are you getting at, Ryuzaki? Come on, cut it out. Let's get back inside.
I'm sorry. Nothing I say makes any sense anyway. If I were you, I wouldn't believe any of it.
You know, you're totally right. Honestly, most of the things you say sound like complete nonsense. There'd be no end to my troubles if I actually took you seriously all the time. I probably know that better than anyone.
Yes. I would say that's a fair assessment. But I could say the same about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tell me, Light, from the moment you were born, has there ever been a point where you've actually told the truth?
Where's this coming from, Ryuzaki? I do admit I stretch the truth here and there. However, find me one person in this world who's never had to tell a lie. It wouldn't be easy. Human beings just aren't made to be perfect like that. Everybody lies from time to time. Even so, I've always made a conscious effort to be careful not to tell a lie that could hurt others. That's my answer.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that.